are you doing? Okay, today I am doing, this is a 18 by 24 inch, and I'm going to do a Dutch pour, and I mostly like to use straws. I blow dry it a little bit just to get, you know, the fluid paint that's around the ring pushed in, and then I mostly blow out with straws. And the reason I do that, I think it gives just a little bit different look. If you like the traditional Dutch pour, it has like maybe thicker edges, and the using it with a straw gives, I think it's like thinner at the end and a little bit more like ruffled. And another thing that I like to use straws because it gives you a little bit more control on like where to push the colors and that kind of thing. So I'm going to show the different kinds of straws that I have. This is like the kind you would get to stir a coffee with, and they have them even smaller than this hole. The black ones that are even smaller than this that you stir coffees with. Okay, so then this one is like a regular straw, but I took this is the end of a pin, and I took it off, and it's just a little bit smaller than the medium-sized straw, which is this one. This is like a medium-sized straw. So you have like the larger straw, the medium straw, the skinny straw, and then one that is like in between that. So, and the colors that I'm using today is, the main theme is green. So I'm gonna have to get my poodles out of the kitchen. Okay, you need to go in the living room. Go on. Thank you. Otherwise, I have problems with my balance, so if I have movement around me, and if I like step backwards and I bump into something, that's generally when I lose my balance. So I've been in physical therapy for over a year. I had spine surgery a couple years ago, put rods in my back, so I have myelopathy from the top to the bottom, and I have some new issues with, so anyways, it's work in progress. So okay, so I have GAC 800 with a little bit of water, and I'm using the Painter's Palette White, and I tell you what, I used about 2 bottles of, probably about 16 to 20 ounces of that to get, now this is a little bit thicker than this right here, and I have probably enough for 2 of these, but I went ahead and made them up. So I don't use the medium in my base colors. And in 2 of my base colors, I'm having Apple Tart Green, Mettalic Green, and then I have SeaBreeze. And SeaBreeze and Apple Tart, I put just a little bit, like maybe 1 drop of dish soap and a couple drops of dish soap and water mixed together. And then in the Mettalic Green, it's just water. And then I have a metallic, it's kind of like a copper. It's called Worn Penny. And so those are the colors. And I do have some black, and I might put just a tiny bit of that in it, as well as a couple white drizzles to mix with. And for the first time, I've never tried glitter before, but I have some Glitterific. And so I watched a lady use it, and so I tried, you know, just the consistency of it. And I might just experiment with it. I'm not sure that I'm gonna, you know, actually use it. So once I get that done, it's really super pretty. I'm gonna try to show that in the camera. I mean, it's beautiful. So I don't know if the lighting's gonna allow. Yeah. So I'm gonna play around with that and just see how that goes. So, oh no, oh, I was looking for, I gotta put my hair up. Goodness. My hair going everywhere. So I just sort of put it up in one of these clippy claw things. Come in real handy. Alright. I made this just out of, I didn't have an apron, so I said, well, I'll find something. So the bag that the canvas come in and the tarp, I thought, well, you know, I'll just cut that up and open that up till, I don't know, I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do for an apron eventually. So, okay. Actually, I'm going to turn, I've got this ceiling fan on and I don't want that on, so go ahead and turn that off. And I'm going to invest in an air purifier, which I should have anyways. When I start doing resining, I'm really going to need that. Should have it anyways. All right. Let's see how this is going to pour down. Yeah, it's... I am one of those, I like to manually move it. I taped my little pins down. I forgot to do that last night. I think it makes a difference because when those things move around and I place it back down after I tilted it and it's not level, that can affect the movement in the painting. So tonight I was blessed to get an opportunity to get some really good quality wood that there was a craftsman who does custom made furniture, beautiful wood pieces, and so he was trying to make some room in his shop for some, you know, anyways, so he was selling buckets of wood for $10. You know, you go to places to buy pieces of wood, that's pretty pricey. And he was really nice, and he even cut a couple of pieces because they wouldn't fit in my car. They were very big. So I'm going to try making my own canvases, because canvas is for those who are starting out, you know, and startup is, you know, kind of pricey. I had made in another video different ways that you can try to reduce your cost. You can go to yard sales and buy, you know, old paintings, and even come with a frame, some of them, you know, just look around and, you know, they have yard sales online too. Sometimes people buy up storage units and, you know, and, so anyways, I mean, they do yard sales year round, so it's not just, you know, summertime. Yeah, and I got too much paint. I like to use less paint. Yeah. Anyways, so, that's one way. Or, you know, you can, if you have something that you can cut wood with, I mean, I personally recommend, you know, doing the wood, getting the wood yourself. And there's a lot of people, you'd be surprised at wood shops and stuff that just throw wood away. There was a couple people I know locally that used to do stuff, and I would go get, you know, wood, leftover wood, you know, that was piling up, and they were happy to see it go, and I made birdhouses and stuff out of it, you know. But if you go to stores to buy those pieces of wood, that could get pretty pricey. So, you know, if you're going to make paintings on a regular basis, canvas is a big expense. And, you know, I was pricing online for a 3 foot by 4 foot good quality canvas. That, you know, you're talking a couple $100. These canvases are not cheap. Of course, you can get them cheaper elsewhere, you know. But for people that are going to, thinking about doing something, what's up with my hair, that are wanting to sell it, I mean, you know, people are going to want good quality canvases, you know. And this wood that I got, it's not that cheap wood. I mean, it's nice wood. All different kinds. Good quality wood. Anyways, what I like to do also is called signature back. Apologize. And I like to do some decorations on the back of the canvas. You know, and then have little special hidden messages for whoever the people are buying to gift it for, that kind of situation. And I just thought it gives an extra, you know, personalization to painting. So I would like to have a very nice looking back of the canvas, you know. And you take strips of fabric and you put it on, you know, glue it on to the edges and fringe it, and then you can attach a little gift envelope with a message inside it, or just so many things you can do, you know. And if you're selling paintings, you can even offer that as an extra service that they can, you know, pay for, you know. You'd be surprised. I just thought that would be nice that when somebody gets a gift painting, you know, for a wedding or whatever, and they turn around to the back and they see a special surprise, an extra decoration, and it's got a special message just to them, you know, from the artist. I just thought that would be kind of nice. Anyway, so that's when I was talking about, I'm looking for my lighter. When I was talking about the other day about signature back, I wasn't talking about just like putting your stamp or your signature on it, you as a painter. I meant like doing an actual special decoration in the back and a special message, that kind of thing. I'm so sorry. Ooh, okay. I don't like these bubbles in there. Okay. Alright. Get down to the nitty gritty. Sissy, you need to go back in the living room. She's like, whatever. She's like, well, what are you doing in here? Oh. Alright, now to break out the paint. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put this. I'll do this over here because I'm facing the camera. And as long as I don't spill this. Out. Go on. Shoot. She thinks I'm playing. I'm not playing, honey. She just jumps backwards with her tail going on her move. She's fun. She's my standard poodle. She's my small one. She's just funny. She just thinks she's funny. Alright. So I have, this is SeaBreeze. And it's like a blue-green. It's a really pretty color. I like that color. And I've mixed it with blues. But you can also mix it with green. So it's like a, you know, happy medium color. And so then I have Apple Tart. And that's a fun green. Then I have, I had some kind of cream in this bottle. I thought, hey, you like seeing things now that you can use with incorporating into your painting setup. I was like, lid, bottle, perfect see-through, perfect for, you know. Anyways, that's just me. Because, I mean, when you start investing in things and every little thing costs, so you have to buy jars and tarps and tables and shelves and storage, and it just goes on and on and on. So, alright. So I'm going to start with the, no, that looks really soupy. Yeah, I'm not happy with that. Be right back. Oh boy. The thing about these metallics, when you're mixing just with water, you know, some brands can get diluted, but I don't want my metallics going on soupy. I'd rather it be a little bit thick. Okay. So, this is the worn penny, and I really like that color. So, I'm going to start. Now, I'm going to go like I did yesterday from here, starting about here, and go up. Because you can either, I like to do that, either that, or like here to here, and then here to here, and then you can put a glitter thing down the middle, you know, because I like bling. If you're going to resin it, if I know I'm going to resin a piece, then I like bling, you know. So, and then here and here for bling. But if I do like a 2-line, small line, a little bit bigger line, then I would put some bling down the middle. But this time I'm just going to go from here to here at an angle. Alright, hope I got the consistency right in this. Yeah, that's a little thin. Oh, goodness. I'm not liking that. Oop-de-doo. That's okay, because I've got enough to add some. Whoop. Yeah, that's good. Now I'll have to mix that. because this is the bottom color, so I want to make sure that it is not soupy. It's the last thing I want. Oh, no, no, moth. Oh, no, no, moth. I have a moth. Oh, no, no. I forgot about that moth. He was wigging me out earlier. Oh, no, no. Lord Jesus, please keep that moth away from this painting. Okay, so now I'm going to add a little bit of metallic. Just a little bit. And I've got a little bit of white mixing in there, and that's okay. I'm going to leave that. Ooh, pretty. Yay! Oh, you see that moth? Oh, no, no, no. I cannot tell. One little dot here. That moth. That moth. Oh, no, no. Okay, so here is the SeaBreeze, and it's pretty color. That's almost got bluish to it. And then I'm going to do something really risque. Take some dish soap. I use Floetrol silicone. And I did mix a little bit, but if you just add straight up dish soap, it makes some crazy cells. But make sure that there's plenty of paint already there. Like if you just have one layer of paint there, I would not do that. There should be at least, 2 or 3 layers of paint there. Because when you're separating it, otherwise then you'll just have white, like circles of white. Okay, so now take and put, nope, not black yet. Okay, so this is the worn penny color, and I think it's really pretty. Make sure I got good consistency on that as well. Yeah, that's exactly how I want it. All right. Now, just an itty bit of black, just a little bitty bit. And this is really thick, really, really thick. When I did it up, I intended to do it thick when I thought, I'll add some water to it later. But that's okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did not want to put that much in there. Oh, that's too much. Anyways, it's all good. Now, I have this all over my hands. I'll have to wash my hands because when I mess with the side. Alright, I'll put a little bit more apple tart on top of that black. Then I need some here and here. Whoop! Oh, it's too much. Now I'm going to get too much on this. I don't like a whole lot of paint. Now, let's see. Maybe a little bit more metallic green. Through here. Down here at the end. Now I'm going to drizzle just a itty bit of white. Now this stuff is a little bit thicker than the other. Just a itty bitty bit. That's probably more than I needed. Now, that stuff is looking kind of soupy there. Huh. Let me see. Put some copper. Worn penny. right up here at the top. Which is actually, this is the bottom, the way I'm looking at it. It'll be the top looking in the camera, but to me it's going to be a little bit here, and a little bit here. Okay, now I'm going to add just a little bit more green. Just a couple drops there. Now, I'm going to move these paints out of the way, but I do have some glitter. See, where's it going to go? I don't know. Full of that later. Okay, so I'm going to move everything out of the way so I don't go around spilling stuff, and put that ring around it and get the blow drying. And okay, here we go. Move this white out of the way. Okay, I do want to add a couple drops of dish soap. And I'm going to go wash my hands. Alright, that's it. Now I'm going to wash my hands and get to work. Lighter out the way. Oh, some people like to go, you know, do all that to get sales, but I don't. I do it a little bit organically. Plus, I don't have any Floetrol in it anyways, so I just do that if I see bubbles. Bubbles in my paint. I don't want none in my paint. Okay, enough of all that, yeah? This stuff is moving already. I don't know if there must be a tilt on my stuff or what the deal is there. Not too much. Alright. I'm going to move all this out of the way. This paint over here. Here we go. Blow dryer. Got my straws ready. Okay. My camera is still going. Okay. And the rest I do with straws. And out we go. This one. Honey, back in the living room. Go on. Go lay down. Thank you. Now, I walk around my table rather than trying to do both directions from one spot. And I feel like I get better movement that way. But that's me. Yeah, that's pretty. Oh, yes. to switch out here to this tiny straw. And see, it makes tiny little strands. Now, I would say if you're doing jellyfish, that would be a good one to do those long, teeny tiny tendrils that go from thick to real thin. I'm hoping to do that scene eventually. Note to self, don't lean on painting while you're painting. Yeah, it's all good. Except for when you lean on your painting. So I like to go this direction, that direction, this direction, that, so I have some space in between. Oh, that's pretty. That black and burnt, worn penny, what it's called, went together really well. And I have these cells here. Now when I blow, I move it a lot and gives it just a little bit more wave effect. And see how it opens up different colors? Now, I'm going to try to go around. So I like to do this side. Incorporate that drizzle. All right. Too much white over here going on. That's better. Ooh, that's pretty. I like it. I dream of greenies. I dream of green. That's what I'm gonna call it. I dream of greenie. I dream of green. Now this is looking kind of lonely over here. Out. Thank you. My babies don't like to be in the other room. They like to be with me. See, I can take this here and I can just slowly move it into, incorporate into there. And that way you can balance and have control of your color. Ruff, ruff! She's being the boss in there right now. She's the smallest, and it's so funny because she's the sassiest. I'm getting some good cell activity in here from the dish soap. Remember to keep your elbows up when you're going down. I might think about putting these together. Yeah, that looks a little better. One thing I don't like is you see there's a lot of like active looking coloration. And so when I see spots where it's just plain, it's not, and if it's too big of a spot, it looks inconsistent with the rest of the movement look. It kind of gives it like soupy spots is what I call them. So I try to make sure there's not too much of that. But boy, I really think that's pretty. I just think there's too much white. Now, I have to keep in mind what it looks like for the future, because when you're planning to decorate it, you know, you're going to be adding color in addition to what you already have here. So I'm going to be adding some 24 karat gold flakes, and I've been looking for mother of pearl. Love that, but yeah, that's really hard to find. And anyway, so, but you know, depending on what you're going to add, you know, you have to keep that in mind if you're going to be adding bling, you know. So I'm thinking that this is just too light. I need more color into that. That's a little better. That's so pretty though, I don't want to mess with it. I just sort of moved those tender looking things down. Gives it kind of veiny look. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, I like that. What? A little bit color down there. It's almost getting too big to mess with. I mean thick. Because when it starts to set up, and I need to tend to things over here. I'll have to put some more white down on that. That's alright. Like this here. I'll just pour some more white on it. Pour some paint on me. And sometimes, careful about if you touch it with your straw and you have paint on it, it can affect what you have there. And I think I'm going to leave that alone. I think it's going to do. I want to open up some more of that copper, that burnt penny. Just a little bit. I have it in each section just a little bit. Try to balance the colors. Goodness. Mercy. A little bit more color into there. And then I'll probably go back and sort of separate stuff. I want that space between that. And sometimes when it settles, it'll come together, and I don't want that. That's why I make sure I have plenty of space between. between each one. Out. And sometimes when it settles, it'll come together, and I don't want that. That's why I make sure I have plenty of space between each one. And sometimes when it settles, it'll come together, and I don't want that. That's why I make sure I have plenty of space between each one. Out. And sometimes when it settles, it'll come together, and I don't want that. That's why I make sure I have plenty of space between each one. except for this spot right here. I'm not seeing enough wave over there that I like. If I can open up some more of that apple tart. Yeah, that's a little better. All right. So I'm going to pause this and bring it down. Okay. So I'm going to come back here and touch up this white before it gets too late. See, there's some cell activity from the dish soap, but not too much. So that I can do more abstract stuff without the cells taking over. I'm going to call this I Dream of Greenie. Sorry, I don't know how the lighting is. This one over here is really busy, cell activity wise. It's pretty though. And I'm bling it up. I'll have some soft color bling. Some 24 karat gold and something pearl is what I was thinking. Mixture of colors. But it will be soft. And that's it. I'll touch it up and whatnot and take pictures later.